Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 has been considered by some fans as the best in the gaming franchise. Well, for the Dragon Ball Z games, that is. Whereas others believe it's other games, but I'm not going into that. One thing that I find kind of amusing about these games, well, of course, the special attacks and of course the ultimate attacks. And so I figured, why not? Let's try top 10. But since to try something a little bit different, and there were too many for me to count, I'm going for a top 11 this time. Yes, for my first top 10, excuse me, top 11, it is going to be my top 11 Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 Ultimates. Now keep in mind this list is opinion based, so don't go yelling at me if your favorite's not on the list, or not in the right position, or whichever. But anyway, let's get this started. Jerk! Ultimate Gohan may seem like one of the more powerful characters, well, on paper anyway. And honestly, his ultimate looks pretty awesome. Though really it's just using fancy beat-up moves and then a surprise Kamehameha at the end. Now, I admit, that doesn't quite sound very amusing, but honestly, it's a Kamehameha... yeah. But honestly, the Kamehameha at the end, yeah, that definitely added some good pizzazz to it. That's pretty much why I put that in the 11th spot. Jerk! I'll finish you up! Now don't get me wrong, I think Tapion is a pretty cool character. But why I put him on the 10th spot? Well, honestly, his ultimate does look pretty awesome, but well, part of the reason because I haven't seen the movie he's in yet. But still, the ultimate could have done a bit more than just 2 swipes and then one, you know, blinding speed slice at the end. Don't get me wrong, it looks pretty good, but not quite, well, not quite enough for me to put it higher on the list. Jerk! Gotcha! Good old Emperor Pilaf. One pathetic excuse of an enemy. But one annoying fighter at sometimes. So the Pilaf machine, well, to be honest, his ultimate, it's pretty funny. I mean, he and his 2 partners, whom I forget their names, just march around in mid-air in some kind of comedic fashion, and then at the end, they become their one big machine, but as soon as they land impact, ploof, they split back into 3 again. Matter of fact, let's try and add a little bit more comedy. Let's watch that one more time, but with sound effects. Jerk! Take this, my new finishing move! Final Shine Attack! Jerk! Here it comes! Go! Now, I know that all the Gokus in this game have a Spirit Bomb ultimate, but to be honest, the Spirit Ball for Goku early is probably my favorite. Probably because A, it's not a giant spirit bomb, but it's more of a smaller variety. Not to mention it has a more unique animation, including the after effect, you know? You know, instead of just being a huge ball of energy being dropped down by two hands and all that sort of stuff, I kind of find the one-handed variety much better for me. You know, visually. I don't know, that's just me.
Don't joke! It's over!
And who could forget when the mysterious Super Saiyan named Trunks appeared to defeat Frieza once and for all, by slicing him into ribbons like calamari, and then blasting him into smithereens. Or rather, blasting the smithereens into smaller smithereens. Well, honestly, the reason I put this ultimate on the list, well, for one thing, it is pretty close to the show, I will admit that. Pretty awesome, too. But really, what takes the cake for me is the blast at the end. It just, well, it's so fast, it's hard to keep up, but it's got quite a good amount of pizzazz into it. That's just my stuttering.
Don't joke! Disgusting!
It is true that Yajirobe is a big coward and a pig, but with the right motivation or whatever, sometimes he can be quite the big hero. So the reason why I put his ultimate on the list is, well, it just shows how badass he can be if he really wanted to be. Not to mention that pose at the end. Oh yeah, pure epicness in my book.
Don't joke!
I don't know all that much about Super Janemba, except for the fact that he's made of evil energy or something. But his ultimate, oh boy is it flashy. Got quite a lot of awesome effects into it too. Kinda like an after strike, you might say, for each sword swipe.
Don't joke! I'll show you hell!
Ah, Frieza. One of my favorite villains in the Dragon Ball Z series. Nah, seriously. Now, to be honest, if his other forms had better ultimates, I'd probably put that on the list. But I had to settle with the second form because that one seemed a bit most unique and interesting to me. First of all, he just impales the opponent with his horns, 1, 2, 3, and throw, and then he has his really awesome blast at the end. Look at that pose even, the way his body keeps shaking as he's charging energy and such. If that don't spell powerful, I don't know what will. Well, except maybe the next two.
Don't joke!
How's it feel getting beat by a girl?
And one of the characters from the series most people seem to not enjoy, because they keep comparing it to Z. Pan's ultimate? Well, it sure shows how strong she can be. I mean, after all, she is Gohan's daughter. What else do you expect? Now, to be honest, the whole slapping thing, it's to be expected, I guess. Not trying to say that, you know, with sexism or anything like that. Just the way she keeps beating the opponent mercilessly and then having this really awesome charge animation and then fire! That's why this became my number 2 ultimate. But now for the number 1 ultimate. And I'm sure some of you may have seen this one coming.
Don't joke! I got you!
Yep. I know, Goku's on here twice, but they're from 2 different genres, so I think it counts for me. Plus, it's my list. Now I know Goku has had a few Dragon Fist ultimates, and even a Blast 2 even. But honestly, this one is probably my favorite because it shows how strong Super Saiyan 4 is. Well, how strong Super Saiyan 4 is! Plus, who doesn't like seeing a dragon come up out of the ground, fly around for a bit roaring, and then wham, right back down to the opponent. That's epic in my book. And so this has been my top 11 DBZ BT3 Ultimates. If you'd like, you can tell me your favorite Ultimates, and all that sort of crap. So, thanks for watching, and I hope I did good with my very first top video. So, yeah, until next time, YouTubers, on that note, I take my leave. And thank you for watching.